Top 7 Best Garmin Smartwatch 2023. Through extensive research and testing, I have put together the list of options that will meet the need of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or particular use, we have got you covered. For more information, I have put links of products in the description. Make sure to check it out. Like the video, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. Number 7. Garmin Forerunner 55. If you're starting to get into running, chances are you want a device that's a step up from a basic fitness tracker but also won't overwhelm you with too many features. Among Garmin watches, the Forerunner 55 is a clear choice. At its core, the Garmin Forerunner 55 is an entry-level fitness watch, replacing the popular Forerunner 45 earlier this year. While it looks very similar to its predecessor, Garmin made some important changes, adding some of the more advanced training tools usually reserved for their more expensive watches. The Forerunner 55 has Garmin's new Pace Pro technology, which gives you gentle speed and cadence alerts on the run. There are also suggested recovery times and workouts based on your training history, fitness levels, and recovery. This is a differentiator from similarly priced watches such as the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active or the Fitbit Charge 5, which track workouts but don't offer custom coaching plans. It's worth noting that the Garmin Forerunner 55 doesn't support music storage, mobile payments, or third-party apps. It also has a relatively small display at just over 1 inch. If these are must-have features for your Garmin watch, you may want to consider a higher-end device. If you are looking for a cheaper watch, the Forerunner 45 is often in the sale right now, following the release of the Forerunner 55. So it's a good time to buy. Number 6. Garmin Forerunner 255. If you're a reasonably experienced runner, but feel like you don't need the full gamut of features offered in Garmin's range, then this wearable is an excellent option that delivers brilliant tracking accuracy across a range of metrics at a lower price point than the flagship fitness watches from the brand. You've still got very accurate GPS tracking and heart rate sensing on board this running watch, but beyond that there are a wealth of other metrics such as SpOtwo, VOtwo Max, and reliable sleep tracking too. Once you've finished your exercise session, you can consult the Garmin Connect app for a full readout of all the stats recorded from your workout, and can plan training sessions accordingly, taking into account all this feedback and advice. If you're an enthusiast of any of the triathlon disciplines, then this watch will give you a huge amount of information that's key to improving, and you're very unlikely to feel shortchanged given the reasonable starting price point. Number 5. Garmin Vivismart 5. If you're after an entry-level tracker that won't break the bank, then Garmin's Vivismart 5 is one of the best on the market. The discreet band design is wonderfully comfortable to wear, and it still offers all the analytics and features an entry-level runner or a gym newcomer will need. During testing, we found that the watch is capable of tracking all the basic activities well, supporting indoor and outdoor running, cycling plus basic cardio, and swimming. As an added bonus, while it doesn't have local music or Spotify support, the Vivismart 5 can at least be used to control music being streamed from a phone. We found this feature particularly useful when treadmill running, as it saved us from having to awkwardly paw at our phone when an unwanted track made its way into the playlist. Number 4. Garmin Venu 2S. One consistent criticism our reviewers have mounted at Garmin wearables is that, while they're great fitness trackers, they're admittedly not the prettiest of devices. The majority offer utilitarian, chunky designs that focus on performance and not their looks. This has meant that some of the team with smaller wrists and a degree of fashion sense have often opted for other more discreet-looking trackers from the likes of Fitbit. Thankfully, Garmin has fixed this problem with the Venu 2S, which is our recommended option for people who don't want a chunky watch. Venu is Garmin's fashion-focused line of wearables, and the 2S is the best option in the lineup that we've tested. Out of the box, its thinner, circular design and OLED screen immediately made it feel more like a smartwatch than the other options on this list. Number 3. Garmin Enduro 2. The Fenix 7 is great, and the week-and-a-half battery life we recorded is excellent by comparison to most smartwatches that often struggle to last more than a couple of days in our experience. But if you want a Garmin watch with the longest battery life possible, then the Garmin Enduro 2 is our recommendation for you. The Enduro 2 is a dedicated wearable from Garmin with a singular focus, offering the best possible battery life. Garmin quotes the watch offering 34 days of general use and 100 hours worth of battery life with GPS active. We found that claims rang true during our review process, too. Offering a near enough core tracking experience to the Fenix, The Enduro 2 is a great option for ultramarathon runners or people who like to take multi-day hikes or cycles. There are a number of upgrades over the original Enduro 2, such as the inclusion of offline music playback from the likes of Spotify and Deezer. Number 2. Garmin Forerunner 955 Solar. The Forerunner 955 is one of the best wearables currently available to serious runners. During testing the device I've tried while our reviewer, with it sharing a lot of the same key features as the Fenix 7 despite being smaller and more lightweight, as well as cheaper than its premium multi-sport sibling. The smaller plastic chassis isn't as rugged as the metal used in the Fenix, but its smaller dimensions and thinner body made it a lot more comfortable to wear, particularly during extended long-distance runs on 10 km or more. Under the hood, it also supports multi-band GPS, which meant during our test it was accurate when tracking distances and uniformly offered equivalent data to the Fenix. During our 5 km check, we detected a maximum variance of just 0.1 km, which is seriously good considering the fact our reviewer's test track is in a busy signal area in London. Number 1. Garmin Fenix 7. The Fenix line is one Garmin's most expensive options, and while the Fenix 7 is undeniably pricier and not as pretty as an Apple Watch 7, based on our testing, it is definitely worth the money if you're a serious athlete looking for a multi-sport watch that'll last for years. The rugged sapphire glass smartwatch is one of the toughest we've tried, with it surviving an accidental encounter with a climbing wall rock, crack-free. On top of that, the device offers all the features any serious athlete will need. We struggled to find an activity the Fenix 7 couldn't track. There's everything from basic outdoor running to surfing and cross-country skiing on offer. The watch's accurate distance tracking, reactive GPS, and ability to store maps locally also made it great when we tested it on run and cycle routes we weren't familiar with. During our checks, the GPS connected in seconds, and the watch offered easy-to-follow turn-by-turn navigation on our cycle route. So guys, that's all for the top 7 best Garmin Smartwatch 2023. The links of all products are given in the description, which are updated for the best prices. Subscribe our channel for more videos. We will meet in next video. Till then, take care. Bye.